I was reading this morning in Hosea 4, and I got to verse 16, and it stopped me. And it says something to the effect like Israel is stubborn, like a stubborn calf. And then it says the Lord will let her just forage in the open country as like a free, just a wandering lamb, okay? And so I thought about that. That is literally a picture of the Lord being like, oh, you want your independence from me? Take it. So you can have it. God does not force you to stay by his side under the protection of his wing, in his hands where there's safety, where there's provision, preservation, joy, peace, all of that. He doesn't force you to be there. So it's like, if you want to go, you can go. But notice, like, a lamb that's wandering in the open country is just about as vulnerable as an animal can get. Like, you're separated from your shepherd. What is your shepherd going to do? Your shepherd is going to guide you, to protect you, to provide for you, to fight for you, to make sure you have all the provision that you need, going to look out for you, show you the way that you should go. Like, it's like, if you want to separate yourself from that, then you leave all these things behind when you decided I want my independence. So it's like, okay, this is what you choose, you can have it. And of course that was because of disobedience, right? And of stepping outside of covenant with God. But it's the same principle for people now. If you don't want to be in the presence of God, he'll give you what you want. But you are going to then have to accept everything that comes with that. So if I want to separate myself from God, there goes my protection, there goes my provision, there goes my preservation, there goes my peace, there goes my safety, all of it. It's like even joy, I mentioned peace that you have right relationship with God, all of that goes out the window. You're not at peace anymore, but he'll give you what you want. You want to walk away from him, he won't stop you, but you're vulnerable. And now you're at the mercy of the world, which isn't full of mercy. So I was thinking about that, and then it reminded me of a message Paul Enenche gave several years ago that I will never forget, because he was using the creation account in Genesis, and he said, notice, everything thrives and lives its best life if it stays in the environment that it was originally created in. So, for example, fish, where do they thrive and live their best life? In water. And then what happens to fish when you take them out of water? They die. Same with plants. They thrive and live their best life in the ground. If you uproot them and pull them out of the ground, what's going to happen? They're going to die. Now, what about people? What environment were people created in? The climate of the presence of God. The very breath of God was breathed into Adam. Adam was created right there in the presence of God. And so that's where people thrive. That's where they live their best life. Everything you need is in the presence of God. Your freedom, your joy, your peace, your provision, your protection, everything is there in the presence of God if you stay with him. If you stay with him, but he doesn't force you, because you've got free will and he honors it. He's the one who gave you the free will. So if you want to leave, he's like, you're free to go if you want to. Like the lamb in Hosea 4:16. If you want to go, you can go wander, go forage out in the wilderness on your own. You're at the mercy of wolves. You're at the mercy of every kind of wild animal out there. You are separated from your shepherd, who has your best interests in mind, who's going to lead you and guide you and take care of you. But you've separated yourself from that. So you're at the mercy of whatever happens, and you don't have access to what you had when you stayed with your shepherd, under his wing, under his care. And so it's the same for people now. If you want nothing to do with God, you can have it. He'll let you have what you want. He will, everything that your independence calls for, you get. But the problem is, a lot of bad things come with that. Whereas if you enjoy the freedom that you have in him, because there is freedom, where the Spirit of the Lord is, there is freedom. You'll live your best life. Everything you need and want is there in his presence if you just stay with him. And so that stopped me as I was reading. I thought, oh, that's interesting. That's why people, and then they want to blame God. They get out of relationship with God. They get away from him, away from his presence, and then they want to blame him. Why are all these bad things happening? Or they'll be like, God's punishing me. He's not even doing anything. He's not punishing you. You are literally just receiving what you asked for. It's even like Romans 1, where it says he gave them over to a debased mind, or some translations word it a little bit differently, but basically you're given over to what you've chosen. This is your chosen independence. I'll let you experience what your chosen independence produces. I'm not doing anything actively to you. You're simply getting exactly what you asked for. If you want this, I'll let you have it. And that's pretty terrifying. That's scary. That's why I've actually prayed this way for a long time. Lord, I want you to align my desires with your will. I don't want to want things that would take me away from him. I don't want to want things that he'll let me have that are going to destroy me. So I want to genuinely desire things that are good, that will keep me in right relationship with him, keep me in his presence. I want to actually from my heart desire those things, and honestly I believe I do, because of his grace as he's helped me over the years, because that's a scary thought. He's like, you want to go, you can go. And then when you go out there, it's like, ooh, scary out here. I'm vulnerable out here. I don't like it out here. I miss where I was before. It was better with him. It was safe with him. It was good with him. Yes, your best life is under his wing.